They told me economy boarding was over there. That's how it started, just one sentence sharp enough to slice through the morning calm. I was standing in line at gate 26 holding my first-class ticket briefcase in one hand, coffee in the other. The woman blocking me, Jessica, her name tag said, looked me up and down like I'd wandered into the wrong neighborhood. "Sir, this line is for first-class passengers." I smiled, handed her my ticket. "It is a first-class ticket." She studied it for a long second, then frowned. "Uh-huh. Let me just verify that." People behind me started whispering. Phones came out. I could feel the camera lenses before I saw them. One guy snickered, another muttered something about fake cards. Jessica stepped aside to call for backup, and suddenly I wasn't a passenger anymore, I was a suspect. Funny thing is, I'd seen this before. Different city, same look. That quick calculation in people's eyes, how much do you deserve to be here? 2 security officers showed up, hands already on their belts. "Sir, we need to confirm your ticket," one said. I nodded, calm as I could be. "Of course." I handed over my ID, my card, everything. They ran their little scanner twice, frowned twice. "Still looks suspicious," Jessica added. "I've never seen him before." I wanted to laugh. "You work in an airport, you've never seen me before. Congratulations, you've just described every passenger that ever flew." They asked me to step aside. People stared. Someone live-streamed. I caught the words, "Fraud fake ticket doesn't belong here," all because I didn't fit the picture they had in their heads of what a first-class traveler looks like. Then the captain showed up, Reynolds. You know the type, tall, silver hair voice, like a courtroom verdict. "What's the problem here?" he barked. Jessica launched into her version of events full of confidence and half-truths. The captain nodded solemnly. "We can't have just anyone walking into first class. Sir, maybe you should try a different airline." That line, it stuck. Maybe you should try a different airline. I remember checking my watch. 12 minutes before departure. 12 minutes before the world found out who they were talking to. I made one call. Quiet. Calm. Then I just stood there watching them spiral calls to the supervisor. More officers arriving, the captain muttering about schedules. One of the officers leaned in. "Sir, we're going to have to search your bag." "Go ahead," I said. "You might find a few annual reports in there." He opened my briefcase. Leather portfolio documents, an iPad showing numbers he didn't understand. He flipped through the pages like they were in a foreign language. In a way, they were the language of ownership. By now, the live stream had hit tens of thousands of views. People online were furious. People at the gate were entertained. And me, I was just waiting for the clock to hit 0. When it did, the loudspeaker cracked with static. "All flights temporarily grounded. Please remain at your gates." The captain frowned. "What's this now?" I turned to him. "That'd be me," I said. He laughed, thought I was joking. Then his radio went off. Every flight at the terminal had just been halted under an executive override. He looked at me again. This time really looked. "Who the hell are you?" I unlocked my second phone, turned the screen toward him. "My name's Marcus Grant, CEO of Horizon Airways." Silence. You could hear the air conditioning hum. Jessica's face drained of color. The officers froze. The captain's lips parted, but no words came out. "You said I should try a different airline," I continued, keeping my voice even. "Thing is, Captain, this is my airline." I walked past them and pulled up a live system dashboard on my phone. Flight schedules, employee profiles, real-time operations. The captain's name popped right up, 27 years with Horizon. "Good career," I said. "Clean record. Until about 12 minutes ago." He swallowed hard. "Sir, I was just following protocol." "Protocol doesn't include humiliation," I said quietly. "It includes respect." Jessica tried to speak something about misunderstanding, but I stopped her. "You didn't misunderstand," I said. "You assumed. There's a difference." Then I turned to the crowd. "You all witnessed this. This isn't just about me. It's about how easily we still decide who belongs where." Phones kept filming. Every word went viral in real time. I didn't shout, didn't lecture, just told the truth and let it land. Finally, I looked back at the captain. "You're relieved of duty effective immediately." He nodded defeated as I pressed one button on my screen, lifting the ground hold. The departure boards blinked back to life. Engines roared again. The airport exhaled. I boarded first class in silence. The same seat they said I didn't belong in. No one met my eyes. Not one apology felt big enough to fill the space between us. But that wasn't the end, not even close. 2 days later, I was in a conference room with our board legal team and airport management. News outlets had run the story nonstop airline CEO mistaken for passenger ground's entire fleet. The damage was real, millions lost in market value, billions in brand trust. Fire them all, one executive said. No, I told him. We're not here to punish. We're here to evolve. I laid out the plan: mandatory bias training for all staff, an anonymous reporting app for passengers, a new diversity initiative co-funded with civil rights groups. If the world was watching, then we were going to teach it something. The airport director balked. That's expensive. I nodded. So is ignorance. 3 weeks later, the same gate looked different. The staff greeted passengers with warmth that didn't feel rehearsed. The same manager who once questioned my ticket now trained others on inclusion. Jessica. She approached me personally, voice shaking. Mr. Grant, I'm sorry. I didn't realize how much I had to unlearn. I smiled. That's what growth feels like. Even the captain found a way forward, training young pilots about leadership, about respect. I made sure of that, because the goal was never revenge, it was transformation. A month passed. Complaints dropped. Satisfaction rose, and the story turned into a business school case study. People called it the 12-minute lesson. I called it justice with a quiet face. Sometimes I think back to that moment at the gate, the tension, the humiliation, the phones. And I wonder if Jessica remembers the look on my face when I said, "Take your time," because I meant it. I knew time would tell the truth. Now when I walk through airports, I still see the stares. Sometimes the double takes the assumptions, but they don't sting the same. They remind me how far we've come, how far we still have to go. Before every flight, I pause for a second at the boarding line. That strip of carpet between economy and first class used to feel like a wall. Now it's just a line, thin, invisible, meaningless. And every time someone steps aside and says, "Welcome aboard, Mr. Grant," I nod and think, yeah, welcome aboard indeed. Tell me, do you think money really changes how people see you, or just shows who they've been all along?